Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to Final Trade. I want to talk about a product I actually like quite a bit. Of course, it's double feature. I know everybody hates double feature, but just hear me out on this for a little bit. I think the market is definitely missing out on how valuable double feature is. And of course, I've always made the argument that the boxes in the future will have a very good return because double feature was printed once. It was originally a WPN exclusive sold at a premium price. And even though it is just a lazy mashing together of Midnight Hunt and Crimson Vow with a black and white filter over it, I think the market is getting it wrong. It's a very unique product, being two standard sets mashed together in one box with the filter, with the silver screen foil treatment. And I just want to go over some of the data around this and just weird things. And, why is the market treating it this way? Why are the boxes so cheap, in essence? Why does the market have much less faith in it than I do? So I put together a spreadsheet real quick, and then we'll go look at some cards. And, of course, rare and mythic slots per pack. We're taking draft boxes of Midnight Hunt and Crimson Vow. Regular draft packs have one rare or mythic per slot. And, of course, double feature has two. And this is kind of the first thing that strikes to a point that I've made before, which is Baldur's Gate had this problem where the pack engineering was really dumb. It was really badly engineered on the pack side. But double feature has this problem where the pack engineering is too good. And so you still have 15 card draft packs, but they each have 4 Midnight Hunt commons, 4 Crimson Vow commons, then 2 Midnight Hunt uncommons, 2 Crimson Vow uncommons, a Midnight Hunt rare mythic slot, a Crimson Vow rare mythic slot, and then a foil slot that could be anything from either set. And there are no basic lands in them. So normally a draft pack has about a 1 in 3 chance of having a foil in it. Of course, the double feature draft packs always have a foil. And the odds of a foil slot being a rare or mythic in total are about 7.2%. That comes from a bunch of research I did. Maybe one day I'll make a video laying out that case. If you know a different number and you can support it, leave it in the comments below. But that's the number I use. And so if we just multiply together the odds of a pack having one and the odds of it being rare or mythic, then the odds of a pack having a foil rare or mythic is just the product of those two. So about 2.5% of normal draft packs will have a foil rare or mythic, and about 7.2% of double feature packs will have a foil rare or mythic. How many packs are in each box? And so you just multiply the number of packs per box times the number of rare mythic slots per pack. So each box has this many regular rares or mythics and this many foil rares or mythics. And then I went out on TCG Player and eBay. I scraped the lowest prices, either TCG Market or lowest on eBay that I could find today. And I just put these prices up here. So now we come to something that is kind of an approximation. It's not exactly right, but let's say we were only going to value the rares or mythics in the box. We were going to throw away all the foils, all the uncommons, and all the commons. You would be paying about this much per rare or mythic. So all I did was I took the box price today and I divided it by the number of rares or mythics. And then I did the same thing. And of course, we don't just throw the rest of the cards away. They have value. Some of them do. Most of them do. And so this is just kind of an approximate way of feeling out relatively how expensive are rares and mythics and then foil rares and mythics in these various boxes. And so after we go through this analysis, we kind of look at this and we say, well, $2.85 per rare or mythic from double feature compared to these prices for Midnight Hunt and Crimson Vow, double feature looks kind of expensive. And even here on the foil rares and mythics, well, okay, the foil rares and mythics from double feature are about the same price as the foil rares and mythics from Crimson Vow. Yeah, they're 20% cheaper than the ones from Midnight Hunt. But, if anything, it kind of makes it look like, based on this, since you're going to have many more regular rares or mythics, and your foil rares or mythics are not really going to always dictate the total value of the box. That's more the lottery ticket than the average. But from this, you would look and you would say, yeah, double feature is kind of expensive. But, of course, the complication here is that the specific rares and mythics do not sell for the same thing whether you pull them out of a double feature box or a Crimson Vow box or a Midnight Hunt box. There's differences. And so I just want to go through and kind of highlight a little bit of, where do some more of these differences come from? Why would I still think the double feature is undervalued, not just in the long term, but in the immediate now? So I've just taken some random cards, some of the rares and mythics from those sets. So Necro Duality from Crimson Vow, we see a market price today of $11.27. And if we take the version from Double Feature, $13.88. So, about 22-25% more valuable from Double Feature. It's kind of interesting. And then we take Toxrill, well, $17.66 in Crimson Vow and only $17.99 in Double Feature. Not really an impressive difference. And of course, the most expensive card from the two sets, Meat Hook Massacre, $38 from Midnight Hunt and $48 from Double Feature. So that's pretty respectable, about a 25% difference. And so, I looked at that for a bunch of cards. And what you kind of see as you look at it more and more is there's maybe on average about a 5 to 40% difference where the double feature rare and mythics are more valuable than the same rare or mythic card from Midnight Hunt or Crimson Vow. You get about 5 to 40% more value from the double feature versions. And I think that's just reflective of the fact that they were more expensive to start with, and there were fewer of them printed, and some people really like the art style. Some people say they hate it, but, to each their own. So, why still are these so out of whack? Why do these boxes seem to sell so cheap today? And in fact, these were, at this price, it's right at what WPN stores were originally paying for them. And it gets kind of curious. If we come over here to MTG Box Sim, and if you're not familiar with how this site works, what it does is every time you hit simulate again, it goes through and it basically just generates a random pretend box of a draft box of that set. And so the people who program the site, they know the pool rates of various things, and then they just go fish market price data off of TCG Player, and they have it assembled just a random box, and they say, what's it worth? And I've set the filter over here to all cards worth at least $1, which is kind of standard for people who sell singles and to kind of, throw out a lot of the more worthless chaff. And so if we go through and we just simulate, and you imagine that you would have paid, what was the number I had over here? $85 for a Midnight Hunt box today. $85, and what's the value you're getting? Well, 50s, 60s, 70s. Occasionally you have one that's up here a bit higher, but, for the most part, you're probably losing money. Oof, $35, $45. Yeah, so for the most part, these values are not great. And today we said we would pay $70 for a Crimson Vow box, and I set that filtered to cards of at least $1. And so even at $70, you see most of these boxes come in well below. Occasionally you do get one that is a big outlier like that, but then you have a bunch of $40 and $50 boxes in a row. And so needless to say, if you were trying to crack these boxes for singles today, you would lose your butts. And then, of course, double feature, $137 today on eBay. And what do some of these boxes look like? Now remember, they were $137 on eBay. Yeah, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? We haven't had, that's the first one that's below 137. And we can keep going. There's another one that's barely below it. So something's wrong in the market here, where all the singles worth at least $1 of this product add up to much more than the cost of the box today. There's inverted EV in this product if you go out today and buy it for $138 and crack the singles and start selling them. Yeah, good luck getting that one. Why is this like that? Why is the market so negative on Midnight Hunt and Crimson Vow that they've basically thrown double feature out, thrown the baby out with the bathwater, so to speak? It really doesn't make sense. And part of the reason I think is that people have missed the value of the foil modifier, the multiplier in double feature. And this is something I want to go back to here. Let's look at these foil prices. So $12.61 for the foil Necro Duality. And if we go to the next one, $34. So almost a 200% extra value from getting the foil. And for Toxrill, $19. And over here, $80. Plus 300% value for the foil. And Meat Hook Massacre, $42. And the foil Meat Hook Massacre, $246. A 6x multiplier, 500% extra value from getting the foil. Now, yes, I know. Foil mythics are hard to pull, yes. But what are you paying for those foils? You're paying the cheapest amount of any three of these boxes, and I think that's when MTG Box Sim comes through here and it shows crazy boxes. Don't take this box as one you're going to get. You're never going to pull this box. But just regular boxes, it's the foils that really pull up the value. And when I went searching on TCG Player, one thing I noticed is there were not many foils of even commons from double feature that were worth less than $1. And so that silver screen foil application, people like it. People are willing to pay more money for it. And it's what the market is really getting wrong about the sealed box price of double feature. It's what they're getting wrong today. Now, like I've said for many months, I think in the future, the market is also mispricing this product. I think this product will do very well in its sealed form in the future. But even today, we can see just randomized box after box after box. There's pretty good inverted EV in this product today, and the market is missing out. Let me know what you think, guys. I made some assumptions with this analysis, as I always have to. If you disagree with any of those, have any better data that I could use, let me know about that. Otherwise, let me know what you think. I think it's an interesting subject. Sometimes the negativity around a product gets so bad and so high that, man, this is, what, a year and a half old product, and the market is still getting it wrong today. $138. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join me on Final Trade.